Imagine waking up one day, and you're $500,000 in the hole. That's my friend, Alex. And today, we're going to expose exactly how he got there. And if there's any hope of him digging his way out, you won't believe what we uncover. This isn't just a story. It's a financial nightmare. A cautionarità, but also a potential roadmap for anyone struggling. Stick around, because Alex's journey could be yours. Setup. All right, so this is Alex. We've been friends for years, and he's agreed to something pretty brave. He's letting me do a full, no-holds-barred financial audit. Right here, right now. Why? Because his financial situation is, well, it's dire. And he needs help. This isn't about shaming him. It's about learning. For him, for me, and for all of you. Our goal today is simple. We're going to dive deep into his current financial state. We'll identify the biggest leaks. And then we'll formulate a realistic action plan. A plan to get him out of this mess. Alex's net worth, right now, is negative $500,000. $500,000 in the red. How does someone even get there? That's what we're going to find out. This is going to be tough, but it's necessary. Let's get started. All right, Alex. Let's start with the basics. Your income. What's coming in each month? Alex has a decent job. He's a project manager. Brings in about $6,000 a month after taxes. That's his main active income. Anything else? Alex, I do some freelance graphic design on the side. Maybe an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, depending on the work. Okay, so roughly $6,500 to $7,000 a month coming in. That's not nothing. But now the big one, the debt. Let's break it down. First, credit cards. Alex, oh man, I think I have 6 of them. All maxed out. Around $80,000 total. $80,000 on credit cards. At high interest rates. That's a huge burden. Next, student loans. Alex, yeah, those are still around. About $120,000 from grad school. $120,000. Okay. Car loan? Alex, yeah, I got a new car last year. Still owe about $30,000 on that. $30,000. Any personal loans? Or lines of credit? Alex, I took out a personal loan a couple of years ago to consolidate some other debt. It's about $70,000 left. $70,000. Okay. Credit cards, student loans, car, personal loan. That's a lot. But we're still missing a big chunk to reach minus $500,000. What else is there? Alex, well, there's the investment loss. That's the biggest one. Ah, yes. We'll get to that in a bit. But just for now, give me the number. Alex, I lost about $200,000 in a crypto venture. And it's still technically debt because I borrowed some of it. Okay, $200,000. That brings us to a grand total of $500,000 in debt. His income isn't terrible, but it's being swallowed whole by these monthly payments. How does he even manage to pay the minimums? Let's find out next. So with $7,000 coming in and $500,000 in debt, how is Alex living? We're going to look at his bank statements and credit card bills. Don't worry, we've anonymized everything for privacy. All right, Alex, let's go through this. Rent is $1,800 a month. That's pretty standard for his area. Utilities, another $200. But then we get to the discretionary spending. I'm seeing a lot of takeout, a lot of dining out. Alex, yeah, I eat out a lot. I don't really cook. Okay, but we're talking about $800 to $1,000 a month on food delivery and restaurant alone. That's a huge chunk. And then subscriptions. You have 5 streaming services, a few gaming subscriptions, and some app subscriptions, totaling easily over $100 a month. Alex, I like my entertainment. It helps me relax. I get that. But when you're $500,000 in debt, every dollar counts. And online shopping, new gadgets, clothes. Alex, sometimes I just buy things when I'm stressed. It gives me a little boost. He thought this was a need, but look at the impact on his bottom line. When we add up all these discretionary expenses, we're looking at an extra $1,500 to $2,000 a month. That's money that could be going towards debt or building an emergency fund. Where are your spending triggers, Alex? What makes you hit that by now button? Alex, honestly, it's often when I feel overwhelmed or lonely. It's a temporary escape. This isn't just about numbers. It's about psychology. Understanding your triggers is the first step to changing these habits. But there's an even bigger elephant in the room. His biggest mistake. This is where things get really painful. Alex's biggest financial hole isn't from daily spending. It's from chasing quick riches. Alex, tell us about this crypto venture. How did it start? Alex, I saw a lot of people making a lot of money. It was during the bull run. Everyone was talking about it. I felt like I was missing out. He borrowed money, a significant amount, to invest in a project he didn't fully understand. Alex, I put in $50,000 of my own savings, and then I took out a $150,000 personal loan. I was convinced it was going to 10x. He chased quick riches, and it cost him dearly. What happened next? Alex, the market crashed. The project I invested in turned out to be a scam. Basically, it went to zero. All $200,000. Gone. This isn't just a loss of money. It's a loss of trust, a loss of hope. And it added $150,000 of debt, plus interest to his already growing pile. This highlights a crucial lesson. Never invest money you can't afford to lose, especially if you have to borrow it. And always do your due diligence thoroughly. This single mistake is a massive contributor to his minus $500,000 net worth. But can he recover? Let's talk solutions. Climax, the action plan and reaction. All right, Alex. This is the tough part, but also the hopeful part. We've laid out the problem. Now, for the solution. Here's our action plan. Step by step. First, aggressive budgeting. We need to cut out almost all discretionary spending. No more $800 takeout bills. No more unnecessary subscriptions. We're talking bare bones. Every extra dollar goes to debt. Second, increase income. Your freelance work is good. Can we scale that up? Alex, I could try to get more clients. Maybe even look for a higher paying job. Yes, every extra dollar here makes a huge difference. Third, debt consolidation and negotiation. We need to call those credit card companies. See if we can lower interest rates. Or get on a payment plan. The personal loan could potentially be refinanced at a lower rate. And finally, long-term financial habits. This means building an emergency fund, learning about sensible investing, and tackling the psychological triggers that lead to overspending. This isn't a quick fix, Alex. This is a multi-year journey. How does this feel? Overwhelming? Motivating? Alex, it's a lot. It's scary. But seeing it all laid out, it also feels like there's a path, a way forward. That's the first step, acknowledging the problem and committing to the solution. This isn't just about paying off debt. It's about reclaiming his financial future. The question is, will he stick to it? So, what would you do in Alex's situation? Let me know in the comments below. Have you faced massive debt? What strategies work for you? Share your budgeting tips. If you found this financial audit helpful, hit that like button. And subscribe for more real-world money lessons. And remember, it's never too late to start your own financial journey. No matter how deep the hole. We might even do a follow-up video to see Alex's progress. Would you want to see that? Let me know. Thanks for watching. And I'll see you in the next one. Asterisk disclosure. This script was assisted by advanced AI language models to refine structure, tone, and content based on the provided outline. Asterisk.